Good morning, hello everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Cards. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, bringing you coffee and cards every Tuesday morning. It's a bit dark in my craft room this morning. I've actually shut the blinds. Let me put my glasses on. I've actually shut the blinds. I'm not sure if that was the way to go. I might have to open them again. It feels quite dark in here. Oh, I could share this into my group. I didn't even know. Let's try it, see how it works. That's interesting. Oh, apparently I'm sharing it with the Inkstampshare Your Craft group. Let's see how that works. Okay. Hi, Philomena. How are you? I hope you're all right. I'm just going to check I'm live in my page, on my page, rather. Let's have a look. Yeah, there I am. There's my face looking at me. Okay, I can see the comments. Good morning to you. I might just go and open that blind. I'm not sure. Good morning, Claire. Or I might just leave it because if the dog decides to come in, he likes to look out of my craft room window and he likes to look at all the people going by and bark rather loudly, which is not what we want in the middle of our coffee and cards. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Anyway, how are you all? How does this Tuesday morning find you? I hope you're well. Excellent. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I've had an amazing weekend and yesterday I was crafting as well. Let me just grab my coffee. Have you got yours? You need your coffee for coffee and cards or a cup of tea or something. Cheers. Good morning, Jan. Good morning, all and everyone. Yeah, I had a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend. So the wider team that I am in did a big retreat weekend online, and it was fabulous. It was really good. There was, I think, it was 115 of us attending the event. It was really, really good. We had a kit that was sent to us when we joined up for the event, a big kit with loads of projects, and we got lots of tutorials, and we had a virtual craft room and a chat room and a Zoom room, and it was just fun, and a raffle and all those kind of fun things. Good morning, Hilary. Good morning, everyone. So I thought quickly before I started this morning, I might share just a couple of the projects with you, and then I'll share the rest at the end that we made. And the reason being is I've got one up on the wall over there. So I am going to turn the camera around and show you this one that I made. It's a wall sampler. And I'll show you now. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can just turn my camera around. So if we come over to the door of my craft room, we made this gorgeous, cute little door sampler using the Trimming the Town suite. And this was designed by Stacey Marsh, who's very talented Stampin' Up demo. Pop over to her Facebook page or her blog and have a look. But that, we made that. She sent us the instructions to make this cute banner. And it was very easy. And I might have another go at making a Christmas one. So that was really good. And got to find out what I've done with all the rest of my projects. Oh yeah, I put them ready. So I'll show you those at the end because they're not on the wall. All right, here we go. We're going back. Isn't it adorable? I love it. And it's so easy. And I made rather a lot of these little rosy things. They're so simple. I hadn't made those for years. So I made far too many. And I've got a little stash left over on my table. All right, I'm going to bring you back. So I'm going to sit back down and we'll pop you in the tripod. Now, how are you all getting on with your Christmas cards? With your Christmas card making? How's it going? Have you still got lots to make? Have you made some? Are you worried that you might be getting behind? Because this morning I have a solution for you. We're going to show you how to make lots of Christmas cards very quickly. And I'm going to turn the camera over and we'll get right to it. Here we go. Hold on to your hats while we turn over. There we go. So I'm just going to pop you in the tripod. And you can see what I've got for you right there. Hold on there. There we are. We've still got all this shadow. I'm despairing of the shadow. I think that's going to be my job today, is to order the lights that I need for this room, because this is the brilliant spot to craft in, but it's terrible for shadow, which is what we don't need, and it causes me annoyance. So that's today's job. So ladies, you can hold me accountable for ordering the lights today. You can say, Kate, did you do it? Did you get them ordered? Okay. I'm using a little bit of washi tape to stick my grid paper to the table because I don't like it when it shifts about when I'm working, but I do like it a lot. Okay, have you guys seen or own a Stamparatus? Do you know what I mean when I talk about a Stamparatus? It's a stamp positioning tool and it's amazing, and it makes really short work of making cards. I'm going to try and lift up my tripod slightly so you get more of a view. You'll see more of my mess, but even so, and I can't get rid of that shadow. I'm going to just draw up the blinds a second, see if that helps. I don't know if it will, but we'll try it. We'll just put up with the dog as she barks. Right. Less shadow or more shadow? I don't know. I think it's the same. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of fun with the Stamparatus, but perhaps you can see it more fully now. I've gone up a little bit. So it's a stamp positioning tool. So it comes with the base like this. This is the base here. Okay, and on the back there's some little cubbies here to put the magnets in. I'm glad you like it. I love mine. So I've got one here and one over here, and you put them in there. And the reason they're apart is because these are earth magnets. They're super duper strong. And if they end up smashing together, and they do pull each other because they're so strong, they will shatter. And they do break very easily if they really snap together. So, but you can buy replacement ones, or you can cover them in washi tape to stop it happening. And if you're really that bothered, you know, don't worry about it. If they break, they still work. They're magnets. Okay, so that's the magnets that sit on the bottom for storage. You've got your grid here, but you've also comes with a foam mat for photopolymer stamps. You can also buy grid paper to go in here. And you can do lots of tricks with this tool, with grid paper too, using templates and all sorts. But I'm just going to show you basically how to use the Stamparatus today to make loads of quick projects easily. You get 2 plates when you order your Stamparatus. And this is where you stick your stamps on these kind of acrylic plates. Now you get 2 of them. And you'll see these slots down the side and at the top here where the Stamparatus plates fit for stamping, and they hinge like so, and you can do it like this. And so you can use both sides, so you've literally got 4 stamping surfaces, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to show you how it works, and we're going to make a really quick and simple card to start off with. Right, I have pulled out, let me move my stuff, some of the note cards and envelopes. So this is going to be the quickest card. So you could make a stack of these. So you get 20 Whisper White cards and envelopes. You've joined your 2. Hang on, let me see if I can see what that says, Claire. You don't pull them away. Slide is the way. Yes, that's true, Claire. I've seen a lot of people with their magnets, because this is a magnetic surface. I've seen a lot of people put washi tape with a tab on the end so you can move it around. That might help. Okay, so if you buy a pack of Whisper White or whatever colour, you can get very vanilla, note cards and envelopes with the envelopes included. They're pre-made, pre-scored, ready to go. You can make a stack of 20 cards. So I've got my card base. So then I thought for this fun card, we would use a stamp set that I really love and I've not used much this winter. So I thought I'd pop it out, is this one, oops, called the Snowman Season stamp set. Isn't it fab? And I've pulled out my favourite little snowman because he's so cute, juggling those snowballs. And the Let It Snow I've pulled out. So I've done that. Right, hang on a minute. So to go on my card, I wanted a nice colour. So I chose, is that Pool Party? I think that's Pool Party. I chose Pool Party. Now, these are 3.5 by 5 inches. So my pool party layer, I've just made slightly smaller, and I've made it 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So off this side, I've cut 1/4 of an inch, and this side to make it down that size. Okay, and then I need a piece of Whisper White to go on the top. So let's grab a piece and just cut that the right size. I thought I'd cut everything, but I'd already practiced my stamping on the one that I'd cut. Where's my trimmer? So if that pool party size is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, I need a 3-inch strip to go on there. So you could cut all your layers and all your bases all at once to get the stack of cards that you want. So 4 1/4, so this one will be 4 1/2. So yeah, cut all your little layers and mats all ready to go. And then all you have to do is, once you finish your stamping, is assemble, stick together. Right, let's move my trimmer out of the way. Right, okay, let's make sure I did this right, because I was kind of talking at the same time. Woohoo, it matches, it goes. Yes, so a stack of Christmas cards. You don't have to use the note cards. You can easily make full-size cards, but I just love a little note card size Christmas cards, and I will probably make a stack of these for my neighbours. I'll hand deliver them, pop through the door. Perfect. Job's good. Jobs are good. So this is where the quickness starts. So let's do this. Right. Take your Stamparatus. Take your piece of Whisper White that you're going to stamp on and butt it up to the corner. So you've got it there. So you always know that when you put this size piece of card in, it's always going to be in the same position. At the top, butt it up to the corner. And then where you're not going to put your stamp, you need to put a magnet. I don't need 2 for this little piece. I'm just going to use 1. And then I'm going to take the stamp. Let me clean it, because I've already been playing with it. What did I do with my chamois? Put it in a safe place. I've got 2 out and I can't find any of them. Oh, there it is. So Alfie's already in here and he's already looking out the window. So I've got the stamping chamois. It's great for the Stamparatus because you can just clean your stamp while it's on there and you don't have to worry. He's over here wagging at us now, wagging his tail at us. All right. So I'm going to put this in the slot as it is, and I'm going to decide exactly where I would like my stamp to go on each one of my cards. They're all going to be the same because we're going to have a stack of Christmas cards. And I think I'm going to put it there so I've got room for my sentiment here. And I'm just going to pick it up by closing the hinge and picking it up like that. Right, okay, let me shut the door. Right, so I've got my ink. I'm going to ink him up with my memento. Like that. Ink's all on there. Stamp him down. Make sure he's pressed down well. And then we're going to lift him up. There you go. Now you can see I've missed a bit here. Now if you'd done that with the actual stamp on an acrylic block, you'd have devil's own job to try and line that up and do it again. You probably wouldn't be able to. So just re-ink it up, press it down and press where you missed and it should come out nicely. And because it's in exactly the same place every time, it stops all those mistakes and throwing away bits of paper and frustration. So how cool is that for a start? The other thing is, every single time I take this size piece of paper, every single time, so I could have a stack of 10 or 20 here, I could put it in every single time. Oh, I've got something on there. And I could put it always in the same place. If I've got this still in the same place, I can create as many at once as I want. So pretend this was a new one, new piece of card, and I can make a lot. My phone was ringing, I'm sorry. because the magnet keeps it from touching, but also you can just take your chamois and wipe it off. Wipe it nice and clean like that. Now, so I'm going to make this as a really simple card. So I would like to put another stamp on there. And I think I'm going to put Merry Christmas. And so just decide where you want it to go. I'm going to move my magnet to the top like that. And I think I want it down here. And what colour shall I do him? I'll do it Pool Party, which will match the card. Where's my Pool Party? I think it's Pool Party. Here it is. So I've got my Pool Party ink, which matches the card. Pretty sure it is. And then I am going to position that where I want it to go. I'm going to pick the stamp up with the plate. You can leave this one in place because it's always going to stamp in the same position. Make sure this doesn't move. And then we can ink this one up. That's very close to the hinge I've put it. I'm not sure how well I've inked that because it's right by the hinge, but we'll see. Yeah, it's right by the hinge, so it's having trouble. Let's just re-ink that. It may also be a bit close to the hinge as well because for pressure. So I might need to add a little extra pressure. You can always move your piece of paper out into the middle so you're not near the hinge, and you can use your grid to line it up for every single position every time you do it. Yeah, that's not bad. Still a bit close, but that's fine. Also, I think my ink pad might want re-inking because it's a bit old, but not to worry. Another go. I might have a small one. Oh, that's much better. Just needed a bit more ink on there. Okay, good. So there we are. So there's our Merry Christmas and our snowman for the front of this card. And I could do 10 or 20 of those all at once. Hi, Lucy. Using the Stamparatus, I could do a whole stack of them, and then I just need to assemble them and they're done. So I'm going to take this base plate off, move it out of the way so I don't get all inky. I'm going to move this one out and assemble it. So that would be great to do a whole stack of cards. A very simple one layer Christmas card, this one. But I'm going to do a little bit of colouring in on him. Colours have I got here? Pool Party in the blends instead of the blue, I think would be better. Or instead of that one. Yeah, there we are. So I've got pumpkin pie, which I'm going to use for his nose because he's got a carroty nose. Because he's a snowman. I love this snowman. I just love this snowman. Right, we'll use a bit of Pool Party today. I think we'll go round him. I'm just going to draw around him with the light Pool Party. It kind of creates a shadow. If you draw around your stamped image, you're going to colour in with a light colour, such as a blue like this, or a grey or something, gives it a nice shadow. Does that make any sense? In the blends. So that's that. So then I think I'll use the darker Pool Party for the snow. So you could just stamp a whole stack of these and then you can sit and colour them and assemble. You've done it. Give them a bit of shadow. because his tummy's nice and round. He's a nice plump one. There we are, there's our snowman. Right, so we've got that. Oh, I think I'll put a bit of snow on the by his feet. So just give a bit of shadow with the pool party light. There we are. Can you see this? I'm not sure what you're seeing because I moved my camera right up. I'm just going to glue that down. I've got my snail. There's the one I did on the other side. It's seal, not snail. I keep forgetting it changed its name. They rebranded it. I didn't rebrand it. It's a new product, but it's called seal, but it's very similar to the old snail. And I love it. It's really good. There we go. So I think this is a cute one-layer card, perfect for copying cards and perfect for lots of little Christmas cards to go through the door. If you really wanted to jazz it up, you could stamp all of your snowmen and colour them in, and then you could emboss the Merry Christmas if you wanted. But I wanted to show you how to use the Stamparatus to make loads of quick cards. So I'm going to glue the back of that straight on. Like that. Oh, ooh, I didn't like the positioning. There we are, let's move that. It's not quite as forgiving as Tombow. Get a bit more wriggle room with the old liquid glue. And then you just need to stamp inside. So you can just use a normal stamp, or you could put it back in the Stamparatus and stamp all the insides if you wanted, entirely up to you. I'm going to grab a couple of these because you know me, I can't, what's that? You need to, oh, you can make each card unique, Lucy. Definitely, you can definitely do that. You can just change up the end result. So you could stamp the insides differently, the envelopes, you could put different jewels on them. But if you've done, I would say, if you have done lots of cards for special people in your family and they're all different and you've spent a lot of time over them, you might be getting to a point where you think, oh my goodness, I've still got to make for Mrs. So-and-so down the road who's helped me out, or I've still got to do for the neighbours, or, you know, people that you really want to send a card to that you really like, but you're done with doing intricate because you've done so many, or you don't have a lot of time left. I would definitely suggest getting on with a stack of quick and cute Christmas cards. I love him. He's beautiful. He's so cute, isn't he? I love him. I think his belly could do with some Wink of Stella. So you could dress it up as much as you like, or you could just make a whole stack like that. Right, so he's done, and I'm going to show you how to make another card using the Stamparatus. This one is slightly different. There's my first stamped snowman. Let's save him because I'll use him on another one. Now this is going to be a fun card using the Stamparatus. Now, let's move all my bits out of the way because I've already kind of half made it for design purposes. Alrighty, so I wanted to make a pretty card, so I picked out some pretty colours. It doesn't really matter what you go for. I love this. I'm still using the snowman, so I went for the Splendor, Snow Splendor paper. And I cut a piece to fit my layers, and I picked out one of the colours. So pick whatever. Now, this don't have to be a Christmas card. I'm showing you a technique here which is brilliant for your Christmas cards, but any card. Okay, so pick your designer series paper, pattern paper. Pick your card base and your layer. So these you have already done. You've got those ready. Okay, and then you need a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and you need your Stamparatus. And we're going to go again. Okay, and we're going to put this in again in the top like that. So that's where it's going to position, but I have a die So I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to put this up here when I've cut it out. So I'm going to show you a trick for doing multiples again. The whole point of this is for multiples. So I'm going to put this through the die cutting machine. This one is from the, hang on, what's it called? Tasteful Labels die set. I've got it out. It's really useful. It's got tons of things, tons of labels. Okay, so these labels are perfect to go in the Stamparatus, and I can show you how you can get perfect stamping on them once they're cut out every single time. So you could cut out a whole stack of these and stamp on them afterwards and get it right every time. Okay, this is the idea, says me. Right, I'm going to pop it through the die cutting machine, which I've got next to me. I've got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Just going to pop it in. If I can do it. And you're going to need both bits. Okay, so I've got both the parts. I'm going to take the die away. All right, and we're going to pop this back in here like this. Okay, and I'm going to put my magnet on again. Now, if you wanted to make a lot of cards exactly the same, using this die cut, and you wanted to use your Stamparatus, this is the way to do it. Okay, so we pop this one back in here. So it's back in, like that. Right, and then we get our plate. Let's grab the plate. Let's grab the one I was using just now and take the snowman off it. My laptop went to sleep. Right, let's just take those ones off. Okay, so that's nice and clean. And what do I need? I need cute snowman back on. I'm going to give it a clean so I can position it, because I don't know if I cleaned it after the last time. So give him a clean. And I'm also, excuse me for leaning, I'm going to get the Let It Snow from the same set, from the same snowman set. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to work out exactly where I want my stamps to go. So I'm going to put my snowman kind of near the top-ish. Like that. And then I'm going to put my Let It Snow underneath, and I'm going to have it hanging off the side of the die cut. That's nothing to do with this technique, that's just where I want it to go. Okay, right, and then I'm going to put the plate on. Ooh, there we are. And I'm going to pick my stamps up. I love this pattern paper too. Telling me it's got good taste. I'm going to have a bit of my coffee if you don't mind, ladies, because I'm getting very dry talking. Okay, so I might be doing Christmas because I'm a little bit obsessed, but this would be great if you wanted a stack of birthday cards, get well cards, any type of card. Now, you can see that my die cut has moved. It doesn't really matter because it's all going to go back in the same place. And I didn't clean it very well, but never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to ink them up. I'm inking them both up in black. You could ink them in different colours. Oh, my Let It Snow moved. Okay, never mind. We're going to reposition that. I'll put it back on the chamois. I'm going to stamp the snowman first. I should have moved my magnet as well. Let's move my magnet. So he's stamped lovely, hasn't he? Let's put my magnet somewhere like that. So hopefully it'll be okay. I'm going to clean this stamp again. It's a well-loved stamp set. I used it so much last year. All right, let's work about where it's going to go. So I want it to go on here, so that I know that the things fit together, and it needs to be this side. but a little bit straight. We don't want it quite as wonky as that, do we? Oh yeah, that's where I want it to go. Okay. So my magnet's more or less holding it down. I could put another magnet on it, but that's fine. I'm just going to stamp. I can stamp them both because they're both going to end up back in the same place as before. It doesn't matter. And I can stamp my Let It Snow. Okay. So I've got that there, and that's what I want. But thinking about what I mean about making multiple cards like this, I just run this back through the big shot and show you what I mean. So I've got another one of these. If I cut out 10 of these ready before I start, I can then just change this one and put a new one in. Does that make sense? And I can keep stamping and making these tops for my card, as many as I need. And it saves a lot of time and a lot of frustration. Give it a little bit of a, like that. And so, as you can see, that's how it works. Right, I'm going to move it out of the way and assemble this card for you so you can see how it would turn out. Okay, so I've got my layers, my pretty paper, my Snowflakes Blender, that's what it's called. I've cut a piece to go inside because, of course, I will want to stamp my inside. I am going to stick it all together. Now, when I cut this out, where is the bit? Here it is. When I cut this out, I had a strip along the bottom. Do you see? So when I cut that off the end, I kept this bit and I just cut the ends slightly, and I'm going to use that on my card. Waste not, want not. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is stick my layers together, just making sure they fit. Right. Oh, I am very clumsy today. Anyone else clumsy today? It depends how many cards you make for Christmas. This would really speed up your card making process. So, oh, Alfie, you've been told you're not allowed. Be quiet, otherwise I'll put you out. He's a naughty boy. My thing is getting gummed up. I think it's because I've used it so much and I haven't cleaned it. There we are. You can see where it got gummed up. Lots of exciting news to share with you today, though. We have, I don't know if you know this, but you might well be interested because this is quite important. We have a 10% off sale today. We have a winter sale extravaganza today only. And it started this morning or late last night and it finishes tonight at 10:30. Now, it's 10% off pretty much everything in the annual catalogue. Pretty much. There are a few exceptions, but a handful, literally a very small list. And everything in the annual catalogue pretty much. And the Joy to the World Paper Pumpkin kit, whilst it's not in that catalogue, is included in the sale. So you get 10% off that as well. So this is pretty impressive because we all need things, don't we? We all need cardstock, we all need stamps, ink and paper. So tomorrow it's going back to its regular price. So today is the day to take advantage of that sale. So if I was you, I would hop on over there and grab yourself a bargain today. Because why pay extra? Really, why pay more? So I'm going to colour in my snowman very similarly to last time. I'm going to introduce a little bit of different colour. I'm going to use Balmy Blue and Highland Heather because those are the colours that's in the paper. And a bit of pumpkin pie for his carroty nose. So I mean, I'm just waiting on shipment for, I mean, it's been shipped. I'm just waiting on delivery of all the supplies for this month's kit. So as soon as that comes, I'll be prepping all the kits and sending them out. But I've just done that big order. But I am sure, I know that I'm sure that some things will be jumping into my basket today in the sale. Little kind of accident may happen. Shopping accident. I think I'll put a little bit of Highland Heather in. You know, there's lots of things that we need. Oh, and I tell you what would be great is that we got some amazing kits in the catalogue, card kits, and they make amazing gifts. So if you're looking for Christmas gifts, fill your boots today whilst they're on sale. Now, he may look a bit purple, but I promise you I'm going to blend it in a little bit. And once you see it up against the paper, it kind of works. Let's give his snowballs a little bit of a shading in. Right, okay, so this, I absolutely love this. It's called the metallic mesh ribbon, and it's soft, and it doesn't look soft, but it's really soft and it's beautiful. And it's in the autumn winter catalogue, and I love it. And it's kind of cobwebby. It was with the Halloween ones, but I bought it mostly for Christmas. So I'm taking a little piece of that, and I'm taking a little piece of this pattern paper, and I'm just chop the ends off, and I'm gonna glue those together. I'm gonna fold this in half to make it a bit more narrow. And I'm gonna have it like this, I think. So I'm gonna put some seal on the back. So tempted to call it snail. Anybody else? Love this. Because then it sticks to ribbon without having any, it's a great ribbon, isn't it? But it sticks with the seal, it sticks to it without putting wet glue all over everywhere. So I'm just gonna have it peeping out the sides and the bottom, like that. Take it off a little bit and reposition it, and I don't want it quite so much as that coming out of this side, so I think I'll trim it like that. Have a glittery floor. It's going to go over here like that, or I should have done it that way because that just blends in, because that's the same way. So what I'm going to do, I didn't think about that, is I'm going to do it that way. There we are. That's going to go on there. And so it kind of pops a little bit more, if that makes any sense. Right. Let's grab, oh, I'm at the end of these dimensionals. I have to grab another sheet, but we'll use what we've got for this. I love this ribbon. I hope they keep it. They tend to, and then the catalogues change over in the spring. They don't tend to carry too many of the ribbons over. They do carry some of them. I hope they keep this one because it's so versatile. Just got to decide what I'm doing with it. So I think I'm going to put some more snail down the back of it. Hold on tight to that and it should stick on there well. Oh yeah, that's gluey. I like that one. And then just pop this on. But you can definitely have all these little elements ready made. Thank you. Ready made to pop on the front of your card by using your Stamparatus. Now, this Let It Snow is hanging off the edge. I know this is the case, but, as is my wont, because I'm a bit of a fussy cutting addict, I'm going to do a little bit of fussy cutting. Now, this is not about speed, and it's not about making them as quickly as you can, but I just wanted to step it up. So you can just stamp Let It Snow under here. You could stamp Merry Christmas, stamp anything you like. You don't have to have it hanging off the edge like I did. So if you wanted it quick, I would say stamp it right on with your Stamparatus when you make it. But I wanted to do it differently. So that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to step it up, and I thought show you how to do that. So I can just pop a bit of card in here where we were. I am going to ink up the Let It Snow. See, I don't need to fuss about by finding a block. It's already, yes, the ribbon's in the sale. I think it's in the sale. There's a very small list that's not, so I'm pretty sure the ribbon's in the sale. So I take out my Let It Snow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to cut it out. Now, you know what I'm like, I love a bit of fussy cutting. I can't help it. If you don't like it, don't do it. But I have to say, the more you do it, the easier it gets. And the trick is a really sharp pair of snips. Our snips are the best tool. These will obviously still be in the sale as well. So I'll show you. So what you want to be doing is cutting on this part of your scissor. Not this part, but this part, and keep them half open the entire way. Make sure you've got enough to hold on to with your other hand, and put it right in here. And then you're going to move, you're going to leave a little white border, and you're going to move your paper, not your scissors. And you're going to go all the way around and leave a little border, and keep using that bit right there. And just come around like this. And then it's not a race. You can do it slowly as you prefer, and just keep going around until you have cut out all of your letters. Now, in true Blue Peter style, I have made one already. So I just cut it out here like that. I've left this white bit in here. You could easily cut it out, but I didn't think I needed to fanny about with, sorry, with cutting it out, because it's going to go on the white. So you wouldn't really know. Oh, I put my Let It over here as well. I'm going to have to do a Let It as well, aren't I? On my original, wherever it is, I made it like this, and I put my stamp slightly over. And so the idea was you would just have it like that. Does that make sense? But I want both my cards to work, so I'm going to glue that one on to start with. I'll get a bit of Tombow. Tombow is really good for small things, as is the fine tip glue pen. Ooh. So, snow. And I'm going to have to put a Let It on there, aren't I? I've got sticky hands now. And then I'm going to use the panel that I made for practicing and make another one with it. So let's do that. Ink it up. And then I've got one more quick thing to show you. I'm going to show you how to make a bunch of tags very quickly, because we all want tags, right? Christmas tags. There we go. So Let It. If she knows today, what does it mean? I'm going to win the lottery or something? Okay, I'm going to cut out the Let It. So let's just cut it out. It's got very inky. I'm going to get rid of that bit. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So I'm not sure if I should fussy cut the Let It, but we're going to have a go. I was going to cut it in a little rectangle, but now I'm feeling more adventurous. I'm not sure how it will work. I do tend to practice these things quite a lot. I love doing it, so. Very quiet, holding my breath. Does anybody else do that when they're cutting out? Actually, I could just do it like that if I wanted to, but I think I'll go around, otherwise it looks a bit weird. Oh, it's so small. Oh, here we go. This is where you need to have enough to hold on to. That's not bad. Not bad for a first go at that one. He's getting so waggy at the window, the dog. I think he knows there's someone coming along that he likes. Right, let it snow. I love a bit of Olaf. Kind of reminds me of him. I think it's just because he's so fun, the snowman. There's a couple of snowmen in. There's 3 snowmen in this stamp set. And I like them all, but this one is the cutest one of the lot. The other one's also juggling. I'll show you them in a minute. There's also another one that I made a card last year where he lost his head. Right, let's stick this on, because it's giving me double vision looking at it like that. I don't know about you. If you didn't want a fussy cut, just make sure you stamp so it's not hanging off the edge. I just like the idea of a little bit of extra layer and dimension. You could pop it up on dimensionals if you wanted it to pop up a bit more. But I've already popped up the panel, so let it snow. That's quite cute, isn't it? Quite like the way that hangs off the edge. Happy with that. Let's move that one out of the way that I'm going to use later. Put the lid on my ink because that's a bad thing, isn't it? And move some of the rubbish. And then where are the sparkles gone? Where are the sparkles gone? Here they are. So these are the holiday rhinestones. We would call them Christmas rhinestones in the UK, but that's the idea. I'm going to put some more of these blue ones on because they kind of go with the pretty paper. Alfie's been sharing his dog hair on there. He's a bit too generous for my liking. Don't know where to stick that one. There. And there. There we are. Now, I need to do the inside, don't I, ladies? Right, let's get the Stamparatus out again and do the inside. The idea being you could do all your ones of these in a pile, and then you could do all of ones of these as well, all at the same time. And there's no mis-stamping because you've done it. Right, let's move that. I'm going to keep that for when I want to do it. I'm going to take the Let It Snow away. I'm going to pop this one in here. Give this one a clean. Hi Val, good morning. We're having fun with the Stamparatus today. I'm showing you how you can make a lot of quick and easy Christmas cards in a stack. Oh, I've got black ink on there. Look, it's my hands. It's all right. Let's say there's another side to this card. There's already some on there. Let's not worry. Right, I'm going to put my Merry Christmas here. put it there and cover up that black, but it's a bit too high. Put my Merry Christmas in the middle, and I think I would like my little snowman at the bottom peeking up, but not quite on the card. And then I'll put my magnet right here and pick these up, show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do Highland Heather, because that was the colour, wasn't it, we were using for the card base. So we use that one for the Merry Christmas. Don't, oops, Alfie, get down, stop it. That's not very nice. That's better. Be good. Someone's out for a walk. They don't want to hear you woofing at them. Right, so I'm going to do Merry Christmas in Highland Heather. Give it a good ink up. Like that. And I'm going to do the snowman again in the Memento Black. Morning, Margaret. Having great fun with the Stamparatus. I've been talking about how we can make a stack of Christmas cards quickly by doing them all at once in a batch with the Stamparatus, and the fact that it saves misstamping. Oh, and we've also been talking about the 10% sale we've got going on today from nearly everything in the annual catalogue and the Joy to the World paper pumpkin kit. Right, here we go. Let's see how this stamps. Oh, look at that. Happy days. Love that. Let's just move those over there. Oh, you know what I could have put on there as well, which would have been really nice if I put it all on at one go, with, so it'd be one stamp. Could have had some snowflakes, which I think would look nice there. Put them the right way up would help, wouldn't it, eh? He's still wagging away, that dog. Right, and I think I'm going to do those in black to match the snowman. To give the contrast on the white. And then because it's a layer going in your card, if you wanted to take a bit more time, you could colour in your snowman, and it won't matter if it bleeds through the white because it's a layer inside. Or you could just stick it down as it is if you wanted to, if your aim was to make it a quick card or a batch of quick cards. So cute. How's that? Should we quickly colour him in as well? Just for the sake of it. Love. I'm still in love with this little man. What should we call this snowman, ladies? Can we give the snowman a little name? Because he's really sweet, isn't he? Let's call him a name. What do you think? Tell me. Is there a good name for a snowman? He's a cheeky chap. Can't see your comments at the minute. I'll have a look. He's sweet, isn't he? I love him. Oh, we need to go around his outside as well. Give him a bit of definition. Don't think we did that on the outside of this one, so I'll do that now. Just kind of gives a bit of shadow. There we are. Alfie. Oh, you want to call him Alfie? That's brilliant. The dog's looking at me as I say, why are you calling my your name? Alfie. Let me just refresh my page on mine. So Alfie makes an appearance at Coffee and Cards today in more ways than one. Oh, I can't see Alfie. Right, we're going to call him Alfie. I think that's funny. Morning, Hilary. Right, let's stick the inside in. Now it's done. And that's our cards made for today. So I hope you've learnt a trick for making a lot of cards all at once. I should have really demonstrated sort of and made 10 cards in like 20 minutes. It would have been easy to do. Oh. Right, here we are. Put that in there. Merry Christmas. What do you think, ladies? That's so cute, isn't it? So we've got 2 cards, both made with the Stamparatus. Both really cute. Love him. Alfie is the snowman. Love it. Love it. And so I thought I'll show you how to make a really quick set of tags with this Stamparatus. I'm going to move this over. This is the last thing. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to take these off. There's lots of tricks you can do with this, making wreaths and things with this. Let's make sure I've got ink off that hinge because I did stamp very close to it. Move those out of the way and then I'll show you. Where did I put the stamp? I got it out. And I was putting them all over here. It is over there. Right, so I've used the Wishes and Wonder dies for this tag. So this is the bundle. Comes with all these beautiful stamps. And this is the dies. These are the dies. Sorry. Oh, there's my stamp thing. And I've taken, there's so many pretty things in there. I've taken this die, this tag die. And I'll show you how you can just quickly make a tag. So I've just quickly cut out, I think I cut out 5, and you can just do what you like. So I'm going to put it in the corner. You don't have to actually have the foam pad on with this stamp because this stamp is red rubber. Do you see how it's got the foam layer already on there? Whereas the photopolymer ones we were using with the snowman has no cushioning. So we use the foam pad. But with this one, it has cushioning, so I can take the foam pad out or leave it in. It doesn't really matter, but you don't have to have it, okay? I can put that on there like so. I can decide where I want my special delivery stamp to go. It's stuck to me. I thought I'd got my real red out, but I haven't. But here it is. I keep them close by. I'm going to ink it up. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Thank you. So I really loved this bundle, this Wishes and Wonder bundle. Really pretty, really kind of classic images. Special delivery. Love this. Oh, but you can see how it didn't stamp properly on the inside. So I just need to give it a bit more pressure. And hopefully we got it. So if I'd done that wrong with my acrylic block, I would have had to have probably chucked that one away and started again. But I don't need to because it always goes back in the same place. And you can even make the depth of colour more by stamping again. So I can do as many of those as I need. And then I have some beautiful tags I just need to add a ribbon to. And I can just carry on doing that. Let's move that into the corner. This magnet is super strong. I think it's probably because less without the foam pad, isn't it? Right. So if you always put it back in the same place, your stamp is always going to go in the same place. Does that make sense? So then you've got a load of tags made already. And it won't go on the here because the magnet is keeping it up. So all of this I would wipe off because it annoys me, but it won't go on there because I'm keeping up out of the way with the magnet. And also there's a depth here. So that's that. Now, if you don't have the dies, let me just clean that off, and you still want to make a pretty tag, you can just cut yourself a tag. A piece of white cardstock, cut it into a tag shape, and just do exactly the same with your Stamparatus. I'm just going to give it a clean because I'm going to move it. God, I've got a lot of ink on there. Just grab my other chamois. God, that's noisy too, sorry. Makes a horrible squeaking sound. Oh dear. Right, that's that. Look at that. Dun, dun, dun. And what did I do? So I thought, I know, if you don't have the die, you can cut yourself a tag out. Just use some cardstock. But I've got this tag punch. We have a couple of these ornate tag punches, tag top punches in the catalogue. My best friend, I've had this one for years. I've cut out a whisper white strip of card at 2 inches. I'm going to pop it all the way into the slot. I'm going to cut it out. And I have a tag, beautiful tag. So if you don't have dies, you can do it that way. And then you can make it as long or as short as you want. I've got my mini trimmer or any trimmer you've got. Doesn't really matter. Just cut it to the size that you want your tag to be. Because I made mine a bit long. There's no worry about how big you want it to be. You can round your corners as well if that's your thing. Do whatever you like. And then we're going to go again with our special delivery. Check it's still in the right place. Can move it around because I've cleaned it and that would be fine. But I think it's okay where it is. I'm going to still go with the red. Special delivery. How cool is that? There we are. Perfect. I'm happy with that. So let me tidy up a little bit because I've got some things to show you. Oh, my life. Oh, we've been going a while, haven't we? But I've got a lot to say today. Sorry. Lots to say. Such a good day today. Right, okay, let me put the lid on the red because that's a disaster waiting to happen. And the lid on the glue. Right. So these are cute. So I've got some of the beautiful ribbon and you can just make yourself a gorgeous tag. So you can pop it through like that. And of course it's real red, so it matches the ink. Like that. And then I'm going to grab a bit of baker's twine. Any twine will do. I'm going to catch it around the middle. Just such a simple project. Very quick. Could have an evening of tag making, that would be fun. Tie a bow. That's one way to make your ribbon look pretty. And then you can glue it to your gift. Like that. Cut my ends off a bit because they're a bit long. And then you just tidy it up a bit. Alfie, don't want to go out now you're in. Oh, he's such a pickle. Right, there we are. So there's our tags. How cute are those? How quick and easy are those to make? And you do the same with that one and you end up with these beautiful tags with that gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon. So I'll finish the rest of those off afterwards. And I wanted to show you, ladies, I got some swaps. Do you want to see what the swaps I got for my retreat that I've just been on? Do you want to see them? I haven't looked at them yet. So we'll be seeing them together for the first time. What do you think? Let's have a look. Are you still with me? Let's get them out. So I have some swaps. Now, when we do a team event, let me let the dog out. Stop being so naughty. Go on. When we have a team event, we do swaps. Now, when we have a big team event, we'll make quite a lot, but we actually are in groups for these team events. So we only have to do 5 or 6, and we choose how many groups we would like to be in. And then we just get to make the amount we choose. So I went in one group. Oh, I'm glad you want to see. I went in one group of 6. So I got, how many? 5 swaps back. So there's 6 of us, including me. So I just went in one. And the topic, or the theme for this swap group was any bundles. A bundle being a stamp and a die set, or a punch and a stamp set, something like that. So let's have a look, because... Oh, and I don't have my swap here because I swapped them all, but I'll post a picture of my swap. Oh, look at this one. This is gorgeous. This is using Whale of a Time, the Whale of a Time stamp set and punch. Any bundle group 1 by Kim Patton. Let's have a look. Oh, that is so lovely. She's made a full card. She's used the Whale Done stamp set, the Whale of a Time, so she's stamped out the whales, and she's used the Whale Punch. She's used the Whale of a Time sequins, black card, thick whisper white, and the Whale of a Time designer series papers. Isn't that lovely? I love how she hasn't put a sentiment on there, and she hasn't stamped on everything. I can use that and send it to somebody lovely, and I can put whatever sentiment I need to on there. That's what I love about swaps, is that we can use them for our own inspiration, or we can send them on to brighten up someone's day. So that's Kim's Whale Done. This is stunning. I already know who's made this before I can look, because I just tell by her style. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? Stacey Marsh. Stacey designed the banner, excuse me, that I showed you at the beginning of the live that I made over the weekend. She designed that. Look at that. I love it. So beautiful. She's used the Coming Home stamps. This looks like the Peace and Joy stamps. I'm not sure she's fussy cut these. So beautiful. She's used the piece from the Peace and Joy, and this is from Peace and Joy as well. We've got some very vanilla card, and she's done some ink spattering in crumb cake, and she's embossed it with the subtle embossing folders. It has like a texture on there, and she's used crumb cake for her base, and she's put Thinking of You at Christmas inside it. Isn't that beautiful? That's a really pretty card. Love that one. Thank you, Stacey. Right, so there's that one. Oh, this one, that's Beautiful Autumn. Use that set an awful lot, but I like what they've done here. This is Barbara Gibbons. She's used the brushed metallic papers, the Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper. She's used very vanilla early espresso, Cajun craze, mint macaron colours, and she's used some gold embossing powder and the autumn punch pack. So the bundle she's used is the Beautiful Autumn, which is a stamp and punch bundle. How beautiful. Look at that. And she's cut out all those squares out of the gilded foil, not the gilded, the brushed metallic foil. So she's cut it out, and then she's used the grid left to make the outline and put all the designer series paper in the middle. That must have taken some doing. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And she's used the punch outs on the very, can't say that, very vanilla. Really lovely. How nice is that? So beautiful. So I've got some thank yous, I think, because I really like these swaps. Oh, look at this one. North Pole, made in the North Pole, reindeer air freight special delivery. This is made using the same set as I've used this morning, the Wishes and Wonder dies and stamps. And this is by Kim Price. And it tells us who's in the swap group, and she's used Wishes and Wonder bundle, the North Pole dies, and the Wishes and Wonder stamp set, the Home Together dies, the Feels Like Frost Designer series paper, and the nested label dies, some Whisper White cardstock. Well, let's have a look because we haven't opened it yet. Oh, she's used a lot. Rhinestone Basic Jewels, Versamark, and a silver embossing pen and a heat tool. And she's even put the measurements on how to make it. Let's have a look what's inside. Oh, look at this. Ladies, wait for this. Wait for this. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, how pretty is that? Oh, I might have to case this. This is Kim's. And I've got a project that Kim designed for the weekend to show you that was amazing. And it says, may the wonder of Christmas stay with you throughout the coming year. I absolutely love this card. So beautiful. So that's Kim's card. And then I've got one more which looks rather fun. Oh, I'm not going to try and put that back in there right now. It's look at this, Sylvia Lawrence. Now, Sylvia is a very talented Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. She always makes such beautiful things. Let's have a look. She always makes things a little bit different. This is the Playful Pets. And I'm not quite sure what it is. What do I do with it, Sylvia? I don't know. Oh, look at that. Sunshine. Somebody tell me what I'm meant to do with it. Is that meant to pull? Maybe I'll ask Silver. I don't want to pull it and I don't know. Because it says you are my sunshine inside. So I'm pretty sure this is meant to come out or do something. Does any of you know? No, it's... Oh, look at that. It's a waterfall. I didn't realise. It's just a bit stuck. Oh, look at that. Oh, I told you it would be amazing, didn't I? P.S. I love you. And it's got the sausage dog. And then you are my sunshine. But it's been packaged away so tightly for so long. It's kind of got stuck in there. Oh my God, that's amazing. Look at it. Oh, look, I love that. That is so clever. What a clever woman. I hope you like looking at my swaps. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So they are gorgeous. I'll put some photos of all these on the Inkstampshare Your Craft page so you can have another look, and I'll show you a quick look at some of the other things I made on the weekend as well. Here we go. So here's some of the other things I made. Made this stunning little Christmas decoration. This was designed by Michelle Last. She's my lovely team lead. And this was in our kit. The ingredients to make it were in our kit. And so we made this. It's got actual snow inside and a bell. Isn't that gorgeous? Do you love it? I love that. This one is a tea and treat pouch. So you open it up. It's got embossing on it. It's got this beautiful stamping and fussy cutting, and then inside you get this little tag that says keep it in case you need it. You get to put the tea bag in there, and then there's a little treat bag to put your cookies or your sweeties or your chocolates in as well. Love that project. So then we made that. This one was a kind of a mixed media inking technique to create texture on your card background with lots of stamping and smooshing and embossing and splattering. There's some little gems on there. This one, Martin Stone designed his, and he used blues and whites and lilacs, and he used the snowflakes. I didn't buy the snowflakes this year because I bought some just a couple of years ago. So I thought I'd go for the leaves and use autumnal colours. And I really love the way it turned out. I don't know if you can see that in the light. So happy. I love playing with mixed media and inks. This is another project designed by Stacey. And I seem to have mislaid the hanger. Hold on. Here we go. It's worth the wait, I promise. So this little hanger, I haven't stuck it on properly because I was going to make another one and see how it worked. This little sampler, how gorgeous is that? Wall sampler using Trimming the Town. And I'm going to hang it on my craft room wall. Love this. It says you're amazing. And this is the ridiculously awesome stamp set. Really pretty. Do you see all the ink spattering? Love that. So that's that. And then this, gonna go potty. Oh, I went potty over this. This is lovely. So this was Kim, who made one of my swaps, designed this. So this is a Christmas organizer, and you take the belly band off. Now when she made hers, this is the, what's the name of this designer series paper? Somebody, it'll come to me in a second. Stunning. She used the other side, which is all metallic silvers and whites, but I wanted to do it slightly differently, and I love this paper, so I went for this. And you can see how beautiful it is. So you open it out. Sorry, my hands are still inky. Like so. You see all the pretty papers, and it just folds out. And then inside, we have a notebook that we covered with some of the beautiful papers. The inside is all decorated as well. And then we made some tags using that same die as I was using this morning, and the same dies from that set, and that stamp again. But she designed the box and the contents, and we just made the tags how we'd like them to be. That was a bit of a free-for-all. And we could use the papers in which way we chose, but the structure and everything, she designed it. It's so beautiful. And the belly band, which is gorgeous, here has the snow globe on it, and I added some of the snow that I got in this one here. So yeah, and some of the dies from that same set. Hope you love it. I really wanted to share it all with you today. Hope you love that. So just put that back on. I think this is going to be a gift. Feels like frost. Thank you so much. I knew I could rely on one of you ladies. Oh, that's a ribbon popped out there. Feels like frost DSP. That's what it is. Thank you for joining me. And I'm sorry it's been a long one, but I hope you've loved it. And I'll be back on Thursday with loads of crafty, no, not Thursday, Friday, for Facebook Friday, counting down to Christmas with loads of crafty inspiration. Have a great rest of your week and stay safe and keep connected with people, and don't forget to take advantage of that sale today. Take care, ladies. Oh, you enjoy your breakfast. I'm going for my lunch. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.